Okay, we're gonna work on another writing practice for the Star Release 2016. The first read, as you know, is just to enjoy it, enjoy the reading, and find the main idea. Kids can make a difference. Some kids think that they're too young to do anything really important, but that isn't true. There are a lot of kids today who are making a big difference in the world. All it takes is a good idea, a caring heart, and a determined spirit. So it's kind of like it's going to give a message right here. When Abigail Lupi of Stockholm, New Jersey, was just 7 years old, she wanted to do something special for her great grandmother's 100th birthday. I'm going to underline this one because it's the birthday of grandma, so it's not supposed to be just like that. I know it's apostrophe S. I'm going to keep reading. She learned a few songs and performed them at the assisted living center where her great grandmother lived. While she was there, she noticed that some of the other elderly residents seemed lonely. Abigail enlisted the help of some friends and formed Care Girls. Today, the members of Care Girls, who range in age from 6 to 13, sing and dance at assisted living centers, nursing homes, and children's hospitals. The group has performed in more than 20 different locations, bringing joy to hundreds of people. I like to brighten up people's days and help them have a fun time, says Abigail. It makes me happy to see that I'm making others happy. After a terrible earthquake shook Haiti in 2010, 12-year-old Blair Gooch. Okay, so hold on a minute. Right up to here is about Care Girls. I'm going to use a green. This part right here is about another example. Okay. After a terrible earthquake shook Haiti in 2010, 12-year-old Blair Gooch of Grand Rapids, Michigan wanted to do something to help. He saw children on television who had lost everything, and it made him sad. That's when he remembered how attached he had been to his favorite teddy bear. His school let him make an announcement. What does the teddy bear have to do with that? Okay. Well, his school let him make an announcement asking kids to donate teddy bears for children in Haiti. Oh, that's why. The local media found out about Blair's plan, and soon many people were donating. Huh, that's interesting. So they were donating teddy bears. All the attention prompted Blair to create an organization called Blair's Bears for Haiti. The organization collected and donated about 25,000 bears. Blair wants other kids to know that they too can make a difference. It doesn't really matter how small or old you are, he insists. If you're young, let me underline something with my green color. Okay, let me move it because I crossed it out instead of underlining. Oh, I can't. Okay. If you're young and think you can't make a big difference in the world, well, you actually can. And this part right here is about another person. Charlie Koons, who lives in Simi Valley, California, is another example of a kid who made a difference. One year, her older brother volunteered at an orphanage in Egypt. When he returned home, he told 11-year-old Charlie that the children at the orphanage were very cold at night. Charlie couldn't bear the thought of other kids suffering. With the help of some friends, she made several fleece blankets to send to the orphans. But Charlie wanted to do more. She began speaking to various community groups to raise money for a new organization, HELP, which stands for Hope, Encouragement, Love, and Peace. HELP has now sent approximately 700 blankets to children in the Middle East, Africa, and Central America. Charlie's excited about helping even more children. My goal is to touch as many lives as I can, she explains. I think this is something I will do for the rest of my life. It doesn't pay anything in dollars, but there is no price tag on making a difference in a child's life. Each of these young people saw a need. And instead of waiting for an adult to dress it, they jumped in and filled the need themselves. Their stories show that kids really can make a difference in the world. This is such a beautiful passage. Okay, let's move on to the questions. Okay, we got the questions. Question 13. What change should be made in sentence 4? Perfect. I need to move my paper so I can find my sentence 4. Just going to move this to the side. I'm going to find my sentence 4 is right here at the top. And I'm going to use my green to circle. When Abigail Lupi of Stockholm, New Jersey, was just 7 years old, she wanted to do something special for her great-grandmother's 100th birthday. And since my first read, I could see that there was something wrong. Okay, change special to special. This does not exist. Change her to their. Where is it? When Abigail Lupi of Stockholm, New Jersey was just 7 years old, she wanted to do something special for change her to their great grandmother's 100th birthday. No, because there it's plural and it's talking just about the girl. Change great grandmothers to great grandmothers. This sounds good. Apostrophe S, remember, is possessive, so is the birthday. Oh my goodness, birthday of grandma. Okay, so it's grandma's birthday. That is my correct answer. I'm gonna circle it with red. 14. What change, if any, should be made in sentence 10? I'm gonna move my paper. Sentence 10 is right here. Okay, I'm gonna use blue. I like to brighten up people's days and help them have a fun time, says Abigail. I like to brighten up people's days and help them have a fun time. What change, if any, should be made in sentence 10? Insert quotation marks at the beginning of the sentence. You know what? I'm going to use yellow. I think so, because you have quotation marks there, and it's Abigail's words. She's speaking, so you need quotation marks. This one sounds okay. Delete the comma? No, you need a comma. This can be. Change says to says? No. Apostrophe possessive? No. Make no change? No. So you need quotation marks at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, if you begin with quotation marks, you have the sentence, quotation marks, and then there's a comma. It looks like a sad face, but it's a comma, and then the other quotation marks. That's the rule. Okay, 15. What is the correct way to write sentences 17 and 18? I have no idea. I need to go back and find my sentences. 17 and 18 are right here. So how do I combine these two sentences? All the attention prompted Blair to create an organization called Blair Bears for Haiti. So sentence 18 is an incomplete idea. Called, la la la. So who? I don't know. Did what? Well, it was called Blair Bears for Haiti. So we need to combine those two. Now that I know what they're talking about, I can see my best choice. A. All the attention prompted Blair to create an organization, which she called. No, it says here. You cannot do that. This is incorrect because you're just cutting the sentence in half, and it doesn't make sense. You cannot start a sentence with which he called. You are not linking them. So let's see, letter B. All the attention prompting Blair to create an organization. called Blair's Bears for Haiti. Okay, the mistake right here is all the attention prompting. It should be prompted in past tense. So, no. All the tension prompted, yeah, can you see? All the tension prompted Blair to create an organization, comma. It was called, okay, remember the rule? Yes, yes. No, no. Okay, is this a complete idea? Yes. So you need comma, fanboy or fanboys, and you have nothing. You cannot join two ideas with a comma. You can't join two complete sentences just with a comma. You need a fanboy. So all the attention prompted Blair to create an organization. It was called Blair's Bears for Haiti. This cannot be. All the attention prompted Blair to create an organization called blah blah blah. Yeah. This one is the best. This one is perfect. All the attention prompted Blair to create an organization called Blair's Bears for Haiti. Perfect. Okay, next question, 16. What change needs to be made in sentence 22? I have no idea. Let me find my sentence 22. Here you go. I kind of crossed it out when I was reading. I didn't mean to cross it out. I meant to underline it. If you're young, okay, if you have a space, you copy the sentence here. Because when you do that, you will be doing it slowly and carefully, and you will be thinking about it. Your means possession, like this is your notebook, okay? But it says if you're young, okay? This one right here means you are. We're using the proof for Grammar 101. Change your to your, you are. Let me plug it in. If you are young, that makes sense. If you are young and think, etc. Change the period to a comma. If you're young and think that you can't make a big difference in the world, change the period to a comma. Well, you actually can. You're cutting everything. Delete the quotation marks at the end of the sentence. These quotations mark right here. Oh, these ones right here. You can't delete them because you're starting with them. No change, yes. So if you are young, I found my right answer. What change should be made in sentence 30? I have no idea. I need to find my paper, my sentence first. 30 is right here. Help has now sended. If you look for the word send, do remember the past tense. Sended does not exist. So let's see if that is one of my choices. A change has to having. Change has to having. Help having now sended. No, it doesn't make sense. Change sended to sent. This one sounds good. Help has now sent approximate. Always plug it in to verify. Plug it in and verify. Yes, help has now sent approximately. Change the to children to they have gone to children. My goodness. Help has now sent approximately 700 blankets. They have gone to the children in the Middle East. You're repeating they and children, the blankets and they. You're repeating it. Okay, so no changes, no, and this one, no. The best choice is sent. They have sent. This is perfect. Okay, they have sent. Question 18. What change needs to be made in sentence 35? I need to look for my sentence 35. Let me find it first. 35 is right here. Each of these young people saw a need, and instead of waiting for an adult to address it, they jumped in and filled the need themselves. And as you can see, right here, I did underline it. Themselves. Now we know that was actually easy. Let me move my paper and see if that is one of our choices. What change should be made? Change saw to seen. Where is my paper? Let me find my sentence again. Always plug it in. Always, always, always. So you have each of these young people saw a need, and so each of these young people seen a need. Does that make sense? So no, I'm gonna use my green. No. Each of these young people seen a need. No, they saw, past tense. Change instead of to instead of. Okay. This does not exist. Okay? Instead of means like the light is off. So no. Number 8, change address it to address them. Them is plural. And in the sentence, each of these young people saw a need. They saw the need. Is it singular or is it plural? If it's singular, it has to be it, not them. Okay? Change themselves to themselves. And this is my right answer. And when I gave it the first read, I found that was a little bit off. Now that I am sure it's themselves.